Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. This week's readings are timeless, so it's not for a specific time. If you're seeing this reading right now, this could very well be the messages that you're needing to hear. My intention is for the messages to be provided to the people that need to hear them when they need to be heard. Now, I am kind of getting feedback that a lot of these messages are still kind of resonating with people, and what they're going through right now. Typically that's the case, but I do want to, open these readings up for whoever, might be needing them even a couple weeks from now. As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I have the deck that we'll be jumping into already shuffled, as well as the decks I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. The last thing I'm going to mention is for those of you who are returning viewers to my channel and have purchased extended readings in the past or plan on potentially purchasing them in the future, I have an announcement that I am making about my channel at the end of this reading before we hop on over to the extended. So stick around for that. All right, Sagittarius, this is a pretty interesting reading so far. So in your recent past, you have past life with the Nine of Coins. This is talking about your desires. You once thought that the life that you were living in the past was what you wanted. You were once living the life that you thought you wanted. And I feel as if that life crumbled a little bit. I feel as if it came crashing down. Now it's interesting because I feel that there is a lesson in whatever happened here that's going to actually help you create better than what existed in a past life for you. And when I talk about past life, I feel like it's a past situation that has existed since you've been like this time around, like not a past life like before you were born type of thing. Talking about like literally like a life that you were living that was very different than the life you're currently living. It's interesting because this fell apart to open the door to allow you to create what aligns more with your soul, what ultimately makes you happy. Now, the tricky thing is that you are still dealing with a lot of healing from this situation. I feel like they're still very caught up on what had happened in this situation. Because in your current energy, you have jealousy with the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, when I talk about jealousy, that is ultimately a affirmation of victimhood. So think, maybe you're looking at other people and you're saying, why do they have the relationship that I want? Why do they have the career that I want? Why do they have the financial abundance I want? Why not me? And right now you have a little bit of this mindset of why not me? Why can't I have XYZ? And that within itself is keeping you from being able to attract whatever it is you want. Now, there are many different reasons for that, and we'll dive into tarot as to why that is the case. But that why not me aspect is very valid. I feel like you absolutely, I'm not saying that the reason that you feel the way you do is wrong or anything like that. But remember that our perception and our belief, is the root of our result, is the root of how we, experience our reality. And so this is diving into whatever it is that's keeping you blocked. Now, I ultimately feel you experienced this in your recent past. You experienced this Ten of Swords here. It could be betrayal, abandonment, just feeling, the rug getting ripped out from underneath you. Again, it just feels like your whole life kind of crumbled. Like, that's why this past life is so intense here. It really feels like your whole life kind of crumbled here. And your immediate future is relief. It's relief from this past life that you were like the pain that you've been experiencing from the loss or the whatever, the pain. I feel like you're just wanting relief. And I feel like that relief is coming. Now, I feel like there's something you're going to have to do in your current energy to bring about this relief. I'm not sure what that, though, yet. We'll have to dive in here to tarot. But the overall energy for this reading is reciprocity in teachers. And so the way that I am viewing this message is that what happened in your past life was setting you up to receive. was setting you up for reciprocity, was setting you up for you to be able to attract and receive whatever it is that you're ultimately wanting here. Now, I feel like there's a lot going on here. So I'm hoping we can tie it together with tarot, but I really like these messages. I think that they're pretty eye-opening here. But let's start by looking at Sagittarius's recent past. Remember, recent past can be a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, a couple years ago. Just take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. Okay. Recent past for Sagittarius, clarifying past life with the 9 of coins. Recent past for Sagittarius, clarifying past life with the 9 of coins. Ooh, yeah. So there was I feel like possibly a pretty abrupt ending. Temperance in reverse, Death card, and 2 of Cups in reverse. There was a pretty abrupt ending. And I feel like it hit a lot deeper than you expected or just than other situations have in the past. Because you have this Page of Wands. This is poking at some, talk about this, I feel like, in so many Sagittarius readings. Some inner child energy here. I want more on this inner child because there is a reason this ended. But let me see here with the Page of Wands. What is this Page of Wands saying? Clarifying this Page of Wands. Clarifying the Page of Wands. There you are. This is both upright, right? No, this is in reverse. So Queen of Wands in reverse with the 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so whatever situation that you were dealing with was actually more of a fight than it was a fulfillment. More of a fight than it was a fulfillment. I feel like you're also dealing with like potentially frustration that you're still caught up on this. Like you could be like frustrated that you're still dealing with this because this feels heavy. Recent past for Sagittarius. Pretty abrupt ending. Recent past for Sagittarius, please. Doesn't need to necessarily be no, it feels like an ending, like a change, like a really abrupt change. There's the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Moon in reverse. Okay. So this situation that you were dealing with, this past life, if you will, was actually not as good as it can get for you. But I feel like you're having a hard time seeing that. Because to me, it's almost like this situation actually wasn't really all that beneficial for you. Like maybe it was the best you ever had, but it wasn't the best it could ever be. Because this to me is saying that this was actually blocking the opportunity that you're actually wanting. With the Moon in reverse, there's a need to work through a lot of fear. There was a lot of fear associated with this change that you experienced. And the fear that you experienced was the blockage within itself of this opportunity that is ultimately available for you. It might not have manifested into your reality yet, but it's definitely available for you. Yeah, there's the start, but it's gonna come. This opportunity isn't gonna come until there's healing done. And I feel like you have been healing. Okay, recent past for Sagittarius. Recent past for Sagittarius. There's the Five of Wands. See, this situation was actually very conflicting of your, like, actual desires. But you thought you wanted it. But why did you think you wanted it? I want to clarify. Why did Sagittarius, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get messages for this. Why did Sagittarius think they wanted this recent past? Or they wanted this past life? Why did Sagittarius think they wanted this? For even just more clarity in general. This is literally saying because you did it. So Justice in reverse, Magician in reverse, and then this Artist in reverse. So this is one of 2 additional major arcanas in this deck. This card being like you can look like it's like that concept of like as above, so below, creating your life within, so that's reflected without. The only reason you thought you really wanted this is because you didn't realize how much better things can get for you. You didn't realize how much better things can get for you. So this situation, I feel like you like you lost a lot with this change. But I ultimately, like, what the higher level truth is saying is that this wasn't even close to as good as it can get for you. Okay, current energy for Sagittarius, clarifying jealousy, and the Four of Wands in reverse. A lot of yellow in this current energy. Solar plexus energy. Current energy for Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius dealing with in their current energy? King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So you're still, okay, you're experiencing this why not me situation. Energy. We've all been there, right? I catch myself still doing it to this day. But I feel like you're not realizing, I don't know if I mentioned Eight of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. You're not realizing that the circumstances from your past and holding on to that is actually creating the obstacles to your reciprocity, to your abundance. So, I mean, because there's the Three of Swords in reverse. I want more on this message. Clarity on this message for Sagittarius. The Strength in reverse with the Eight of Swords. And so this, oh, and then the Ten of Wands. I'm actually going to take that one too. So right now, your focus should be on, well, okay. You're dealing with a lot of limiting beliefs right now. Limiting beliefs about what's possible for you, what you're capable of, what you're deserving of. And I feel like this situation brought up a lot of those limiting beliefs. I feel like this situation made you feel undeserving. I feel like this situation made you feel shameful even, or I'm not sure. Like it's going to depend on the person, right? This is still a general reading. But these limiting beliefs you've been carrying around as a burden. And it's almost like you're looking at your circumstances and you're saying, why aren't my circumstances different? Why aren't things different for me? Why not me? Why don't I have that? Why can't I have that? What is, why me? And I get why you're doing it. I do. But instead of looking at why your circumstances aren't changing, look at what's blocking your circumstances from changing. Because there is a limiting belief, or possibly a few, that need to be addressed within so that your external environment can change. Because remember, as above, so below, as within, so without. So the limiting beliefs right now are what are needing to be addressed, not the circumstances within itself. Because your circumstances, you remember, your beliefs are the root of your results. Your circumstances are a product of your beliefs. And so right now, there's limiting beliefs here that are keeping you from the circumstances you're wanting. And those limiting beliefs can be very much seen through understanding this past situation. This is interesting read here, Sagittarius. Current energy for Sagittarius. I knew it was going to be. Current energy for Sagittarius. The Eight of Pentacles. See, I feel like you're trying to rebuild. You're trying to rebuild from this. Something kind of fell apart here, and now you're trying to rebuild. But this rebuilding is taking a lot longer than you expected it to. And that's caused you, I feel like, to internalize a lot of hopelessness, which again, I totally understand. But that hopelessness has become a belief for you. Because remember, I mean, not even just talking the law of attraction, how, what we focus on, we attract, but also talking about psychology, cognitive behavioral therapy. The more you think something, the more that thought becomes a belief, and the more that belief aligns with your actions, and the more your actions create your reality. So you're trying to rebuild, but you're needing to focus not just on how you're building in your external environment, but what it was that this was trying to teach you about how you're blocking your abundance. It's really interesting. This is really in depth here. Okay, current energy for Sagittarius. Because here's the thing. You Seven of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. These positive changes, you have positive, this is the Wheel of Fortune, are trying to take place. But then there's that Eight of Swords again. But it feels as if this, because remember, the burden was these limiting beliefs. We saw these two together. This burden are these limiting beliefs. And this burden is keeping you from being able to A, fully heal from and let go of this, but B, move forward into whatever it is you're trying to rebuild. I want clarity on the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords, and I want clarity on this message. More this Seven of Cups and Knight of Swords, though. Clarity on this message, please. The Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, you think, because this is the same Four of Wands in reverse as right here. You think that, okay, little bit of a hard truth here, but bear with me because I really think this could help. You think your circumstances are the problem. You're focused on your circumstances. This isn't possible. That isn't possible. This is in my way. That is in my way. But what the actual blockage is your mindset. It's your mindset. It's the way you think about your world. Now, I feel like whatever happened, whatever changed in your recent past or this past life situation, whatever abrupt change happened here, it really affected the way you view your life. So don't think this is me saying this is easy. Just think differently, blah, blah, blah. Now it is, in theory, it's easy. If you can change the way you think, you can change your reality, but it's not that easy to change the way you think. But what this is saying is stop focusing as much as you can. Stop focusing on the circumstances and focus on the mindset, because your mindset, again, like I cannot explain it enough, or I cannot stress it enough. Your mindset and the way that you view your reality, and I see this every single, I experienced this last week. I was doing a workout, and this is a very minimal, scale, very small scale of experiencing this, but I was doing a workout and I did not want to work out. I promise this story is going somewhere. I did not want to work out that day. And so I went into this workout with like a terrible mindset, and I just used like an app. I have the Sweat app. And it's just like 35-minute like body weight workouts. And I went into it and I was like, this is going to be so hard, because they're really challenging workouts. Like, this is going to be so hard. Like, I don't want to do this. And like, I noticed like for half of the workout, I mean, it was hard. Like, I was sweating, I was breathing heavy, and I was like, this sucks. Like, I hate this. Like, I wish this would just end, like already, like kind of. And then I stopped myself and I was like, no way. And I immediately, like during a rest period, we had like a minute rest in between sets. And I was like, I am going to right now, I'm going to change the way I think about this. And I was like, I have done harder things than this. This is not that bad. This is easy. I'm going to feel great after. And I just kept telling myself, I was like, this is easy for me. Like, this isn't even that challenging. Like, I can do this. And I literally, like that second half of my workout, which is actually harder than the first half, became easier for me. Now, it didn't mean that I didn't get as much out of it, but like the process of getting through it was so much easier for me because of the way that I changed my mindset. And I kind of had this moment of like, it's crazy, because we don't realize, like, yes, that's a super small scale. I know this is, it's just a 35-minute workout, but that can be applied into so many different areas of our life. Our mindset and what we go into things thinking, this is going to suck. This is going to be hard. I'm going to be broke. I'm never going to find love. Other people always get things before me. Whatever that mindset is, you literally will experience that in your reality. Like, immediately, almost, you will start to experience that mindset being reflected back at you. And so when I talk about taking your power back and getting your control back from situations, it has very little to do with your circumstances. And that's actually what I try to talk about in these readings. Is I don't want to talk about the circumstances. I don't want to talk about what they did to you, or how you're a victim, or how this happened, or what's going to happen in your future, because first and foremost, you're in charge of what happens in your future. I can tell you how to handle your future, what kind of mindset to have, what kind of, how to approach it from a intellectual standpoint, but at the end of the day, you are in control of your circumstances. So I don't want to read your circumstances. I want to read the reasoning for your circumstances. And this right here, this reading, and especially what this is saying right now, is seriously shining your mindset is your power. Your mindset is your creational power. Creational is your power of creation. So look deeper. Think beyond the circumstances. Think beyond what is happening to you, and figure out how you can change it based on how you change the way you think about your world. And it's going to take time. You have to, and especially in the beginning, it feels like you're lying to yourself, because you're like, oh, I'm so wealthy, I have everything I need, and you're struggling financially and, can barely afford to feed yourself. Like, of course you're going to feel like you're lying to yourself. But the more that you focus on trying to change the way that your brain thinks, the more you will slowly change that belief system. Your actions will slowly but surely align with better beliefs, and your reality will change. I promise. All right, immediate future for Sagittarius. Clarifying relief with the 10 of Swords in reverse. And this is how you have relief. This is how you create this relief for yourself. Immediate future for Sagittarius, please. More. This is for Sagittarius's immediate future. Immediate future for Sagittarius, please. The Empress. And the King of Wands. Oh, I like this. Because this feels like stepping into your power. Not just taking it back, but remembering it. Remembering, oh yeah, I have more power over my circumstances than I give myself credit for. Let me clarify this. I want more on this. Clarifying Sagittarius's immediate future, clarifying this message. Because the Empress, I feel like you're both this Empress and the King of Wands here. Clarifying this message for Sagittarius. And there's the Well. And then there's that Ace of Pentacles again. So I don't necessarily see this appearing in your immediate future. I see you starting to create it. Because you've been focusing on the wrong thing. You've been focusing on the circumstance and not the mindset behind the circumstance. And in your immediate future, I see you doing different. And that's how you create this relief, because you've been holding on to this for so long. Like, man, I wish I could just get back to when things were like this. I wish I could just get back to XYZ. I wish things could be just like that. You know, even not as good as they were. Like, I just want to feel this way. You've been focusing so much on, I wish things were different, instead of how can I make them different? And we do it. We all do it. But I like this because this is you taking your power back. Immediate future for Sagittarius. Stepping into your power almost more. Immediate future for Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius's immediate, oh my goodness, okay. This is for Sagittarius's immediate future, please. I think, Sagittarius, that you need to be a little bit more brutally honest with yourself about what you think you're deserving of. Because I think you think you're deserving of struggle. I think you think that you're deserving of pain. I think you think that pain and struggle are what create a meaningful life. That you think that pain and struggle is what is necessary to have what you want. You think that things have to suck in order to be good. We do that as humans. It's kind of crazy. We resist our own joy. We resist our own happiness. We resist our own abundance because we get so used to survival mode. And especially, it's not our fault, right? It's the way that the world has imposed these beliefs on us about what is possible, about what we're capable of, about how the world works, about how society works, that we internalize it as beliefs. And I think your immediate future is about getting really honest with yourself, because there's the Lovers in reverse, about how you don't feel deserving of the life you are trying to create. Because the more that you can dive into those limiting beliefs, and I feel like there's a few here, and I feel like it's going to vary from person to person. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to be the one to tell you what those are. But I feel like this is like necessary for you. Realizing at the core of all of it, at the core of what's going on, at the core of what you've experienced, that your beliefs manifest your reality, and that you are more deserving of better than you've experienced. But the only person that can manifest that for you, the only person that can change your circumstances, is you. And I feel like there's this need to get very real with yourself and face these hard truths of, man, I don't feel deserving of the life that I'm trying to create, therefore I'm not living it. That's why I'm not living it. One more for Sagittarius's immediate future, please. Because you need to start taking actions that align with you, that align with your worth. Immediate future for Sagittarius. And the first step to that, it's thoughts first, beliefs second, actions third. Immediate future for Sagittarius. The Magician. Perfect way to end this reading. There's that Eight of Swords in reverse. This is my favorite card in tarot. My absolute favorite card in tarot is actually on my first vision board. This is releasing yourself from the limiting beliefs that keep you from manifesting the life you want. And then you literally have, this is your perspective is what you manifest. This is talking about perspective. This is talking about manifest, the Magician, Hierophant and Magician. And you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So focusing on these limiting beliefs will shift your perspective, and that will manifest into your reality. Literally what this message is saying. Focus on the limiting beliefs about yourself and your life. And it's hard because we're so used to control, and we're so used to thinking that our control and the actions we take and the way we control our circumstances, we're so used to thinking that that's what creates our reality, because we aren't taught that it's our inner world that does. And so I feel like this is about, limiting beliefs are a hard freaking thing to dive into. If it was easy to create the life of your dreams, first and foremost, I wouldn't have a job, because everyone would just be like, oh, look, this is easy and I'm doing it. But secondly, it's kind of the point of why we're here, to learn these things, to dive into these limiting beliefs about ourselves, to learn to have faith and be in alignment with the creation of the universe. It's deeper than just what's happening to you. It goes so much deeper than that. So focus on that. Focus on the limiting beliefs, reframe your mindset, readjust your beliefs, and you will watch things change. Like, I'm never going to be a reader. I'm not going to ever be like, I guarantee this is going to happen in your future. Never going to be that reader, because I don't think that that's realistic. But I can guarantee you, if you focus on your mindset, if you change the way that you think and believe about your life, you will change your life. I can literally guarantee that. I've watched it happen in my life. I've watched it happen in the lives of so many different people around me that I've helped on this journey. Okay, I'm done. All right, we are going to hop on over to the extended, and we are going to clarify these messages and then dive into some advice. I have an actual advice card to pull at the end. The announcement I was going to make is that, so for the past, I don't even know how many weeks, like 6 weeks or so, like a month or two, I don't know. My extendeds have been $5, and they will continue to be $5 from this point forward. However, I have created a Patreon account. This Patreon account will allow you to subscribe for $10 a month, and that will provide you with access to every single extended reading on my channel from this week forward, for every single zodiac sign, every single reading available. Some of you guys are spending upwards of like $40-$50 on my channel every month, and that money shouldn't go to general readings, right? That money should go to a personal reading if you want it, or something else for yourself. So the $10 that you will be committing to every single month, it'll come out on the day, like say that you sign up today, which is, today the 2nd, March 2nd, although this video is actually coming out on the 4th. So today is actually March 4th, if you're seeing this video the day I release it. And so your money will come out on the 4th of every month if you subscribe on that day. And then a couple of things to mention about it. First thing is that since these videos are on a schedule and I don't always record them the day I release them, a lot of times I will upload the extended readings before I release these videos. And so my recommendation is not to follow my Patreon account closely at all. It's just to continue what you're doing. It's just going to be, I will add the link there will be 2 links now. It'll be like the link to purchase the extended for non-subscribers, the $5, per extended, or there will be a link below that for Patreon subscribers where you'll be able to just click on it and it'll take you right to the video. So same thing, same kind of process, but just different platform. The other thing that's kind of annoying, and I wish I could change, but I can't, is that the default setting is for every single time I upload a video, the subscribers, those who are subscribed to my Patreon, are going to get an email every single time I upload a video. And I'm uploading 2 to 3 a day, and that can get real annoying really quick. So I recommend the first time you receive one, it's super easy. Scroll to the bottom, click that unsubscribe. Unless you want to receive those emails, it's up to you, but I didn't want anyone to think that I'm trying to spam you guys with emails, because that can get really annoying. So yeah, that's it. The link to the Patreon extended for this video, it's below, just like it will always be, and that will take you to my Patreon, which will allow you to subscribe from there. Thank you guys so much. As always, I say it in every reading, and I feel like the more I say it the same way, it starts to lose its meaning. But when I say that your guys' support means the world to me, it really, truly does. I'm so blessed that I get to do this for a living. So thank you guys. It means more to me than you know. I do hope that my readings help and resonate in a way that you are needing today. And I wish you absolutely nothing, as always, but love and healing on your journeys moving forward. All right. Bye, Sagittarius. Maybe.